Greetings to the video, and this is the first in my new video series called 5 Minute Fridays. So basically, new video every Friday under 5 minutes, and I want this series to be dictated by you. I want you to share what you want me to talk about, things that you want to learn. So leave your ideas and suggestions in the comments. Also the ones with the most likes, I will prioritize those ones in upcoming weeks. So today's topic, how do you get better at climbing? Don't just say ride more climbs. Also, I will add, when I first started riding, I was 100 kilos. Every climb, every little incline felt tough. It was not easy, but I've learned some things along the way, and I feel like I'm definitely qualified to help you on this topic. So the first thing is just be consistent. It's not necessarily as in like just ride hills all the time, but just be consistent with it. So if you've got a commute to work, you can either go a flat way like along a canal, or potentially one with a couple of hills. Just do the hills, get them regularly, because you can then get used to what they feel like, get used to how your bike handles on the climbs, and yeah, just get used to it, because that is one of the main things to get better at climbing, is just to ride hills. I'm sorry, but that is one of the best ways to do it. Get lower gearing. I see so many people, especially on like things like the Fred Whitten, where people's gearing is way too hard for those climbs, and bike shops generally come with like a compact and maybe a 28, a 30, or maybe even a 32. I think the best thing for me that I found, I love GRX, so Shimano GRX crankset, that goes 46/30 at the front, which basically is going to give you, I guess the non-technical word is spinnier gears, so you're just going to be able to have a higher cadence, and that is crucial for all-day hilly rides, because you're not going to feel the fatigue in your legs as much. So definitely go for lower gears. If you don't want to change your crankset, try and get a bigger cassette on your bike. Just get lower gearing. Hydration and food. You do not realise the amount of calories that you're burning when you're riding hills, and I think having the lack of electrolytes specifically and food regularly is crucial. You have to have that on hilly days and on hilly rides. Make sure that you are eating regularly. I've got an alert set up on my Garmin to eat and drink regularly at regular intervals. I've actually got that set on the smart one, so it's taking everything into account, like temperature and things like that. But yeah, you just got to make sure you're eating and drinking enough. When I first started, I did not eat enough on rides, and your flag hills and things just feel so much harder and so much more difficult when you're not hydrated and when you're not fueled up. So just make sure you are eating enough before rides and during those rides, and then obviously refueling when you get back. Electrolytes are so important as well, because they can make you feel really lousy. If you've been riding hills all day, you can get very dehydrated and almost like headachy, maybe a little bit lightheaded. So just make sure you've got electrolytes in your bottle as well. My favorite food, by the way, dates on rides, like one every 20 minutes or so. Ride steeper climbs, find your steepest climb and just go and do reps up and down. I mean, if you can, maybe start with one, and then in a couple of weeks or maybe a month, try and do a couple of reps on it. But it changes your perspective of what is steep. I've done climbs where I felt, oh, that's really steep. From Thailand, for example, I used to do Doi Satep. I felt that was steep. Then I did Doi Angkhan, which is 30%. And then the 6-7% of Doi Satep, I can't remember what it is, felt really shallow. So just try and push yourself to do a variety of climbs. So not always just the steady ones, go and do some steep ones. That for me also helped, I think, me lose weight, and losing weight also helps get up the climbs a little bit easier. And the last one, and I think this is probably the most important of all of the tips, is you have to tell yourself you love climbs. It's the mindset. That is everything on a bike. And if you are going to every climb being oh, I hate climbs, oh, I want this to be over, I hate it. Even when I started and it was really hard, I'd be yeah, but I love climbs. I love climbs. I love climbing. I'm a climber. Just tell yourself that. The next climb you're on and you're starting to feel a little bit oh, I'm struggling a little bit, tell yourself, yeah, but I love climbs. This is what I do. I'm a climber. I am a climber. I love climbs. So just self-talk positive things in your head about the climbs. I want you to share your tips below. What has helped you get better at climbing? Leave them in the comments. Also, leave me your suggestions for next week's video, 5-minute video. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on Monday. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.